The most acknowledged self-evolution habit of mine that I do every single day, and the one that I enjoy doing the most, has to be meditation out of all of them. Cold showers, gratitude journaling, regular journaling, exercising don't come anywhere close as having a clear and a sharp, fantastic mind that always comes in handy no matter what. It will always be superior above anything because you won't be able to focus on the plank, for example. If you don't have a clear mind, you won't be able to write a single gratitude sentence. If all you think about are negative thoughts, you will not be able to complete a single community post if you don't have a clear mind. If you constantly think about stuff like, oh, they will make fun of me for having this opinion or for having this political view, oh no, you won't be able to do absolutely shit. And that's why this was the first self evolution habit that I properly implemented into my daily routine. And I must say, it has worked flawlessly. Ever since that day, I started implementing it in summer of 2023. My life has changed significantly for the better. Every single day, I meditate for at least 8 minutes every single day. I just sit down on my couch, I close my eyes, and I just do some breathing patterns. And I also observe the sounds around me to see how they go, to just hear what they have to say to me, to just input what they're trying to, promote to me, and not trying to judge them in any kind of way whatsoever. And this good habit of mine has been providing me with a lot of mindfulness, especially recently in the last couple of months, because I've broken the dam. And when it comes to any kind of a skill, once you do them for a long ass time, eventually you will reach a tipping point where you will well, you were, when you were when you will break this like symbolic dam. You know how you constantly apply water to a dam and then eventually it cracks and it explodes and all of that water comes bursting out. Yeah, that happened to me like a couple of months ago, and now I'm like 2 times more mindful than I was like 6 months ago, I would say. So that's a huge benefit of meditation. But it wasn't always like this. You see, before September of 2023, I wasn't that consistent on self evolution. Yeah, sure, I was still meditating every single day, but I wasn't enjoying it. I was having this like vague idea of when I actually could do it. Back then, it was only like 2 to 3 minutes because I wasn't that advanced, which wasn't a lot. Even from asking me at that time, who still was kind of indulged in social media, he wasn't playing video games, thank God, but he still was doing the, pretty oftenly. But yeah, I didn't have this clear idea of when I should actually do it. And that was my main mistake. I had no idea of when I could properly do it, the exact time of when it would be the most appropriate for me to do it on a consistent basis for the rest of my life. And this wasn't just a meditation problem, it was a journaling problem. Well, not really that, since I had a journal on my computer, but I still struggled a lot with it, just like with any other skill, because I didn't have a specific time of the day. I was just saying to myself stuff like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it just like 30 minutes before I go to sleep. Then also with like gratitude journaling, I also wasn't consistent on that. But then I heard about this one very powerful self evolution tactic that has worked for countless individuals, and it perfectly made sense for my problems. This tactic was waking up at 5 a.m. The second that I implemented this tactic, my productivity exploded big time. I was able to get anything done any any way that I wanted it to be. I was literally 10 times more efficient than I was back in summer of 2023, because the main reason why I actually implemented the 5 a.m. morning routine into my daily life was because of meditation, believe it or not. I wanted to do it like in the morning because it made sense. Everyone at my house would be quiet and I wouldn't have to do it in the afternoon when everyone was cooking, cleaning, when my brother was playing video games behind me, because back then I used to meditate behind my computer desk, and so everything would be loud. I couldn't even hear my breathing patterns. And this would be basically just a huge another level of mindfulness. And not just that, I could also exercise in silence. Also, even though that came like a month afterwards, but that's not important, I could finally do gratitude journaling to its fullest extent because no one would judge me. Like, of course, no one was judging me before, but now I wouldn't have, the extra elements, the other energies in my house because they would be still asleep. So I would be able to fully, like, open myself authentically and write down what I was actually feeling to the items, to the people, to the assets around me, if that makes sense. But when it comes to waking up at 5 a.m., there is one thing that you must always realize, and it is the main point that I'm trying to make in this video. It is that whenever you wake up at 5 a.m., and when you choose to actually implement this powerful tactic into your life, once you wake up at 5 a.m., you don't go back to sleep. You just don't. You just continue laser focused with your day and you move on to the next part of it and you absolutely dominate the rest of the day. You must realize that self evolution never stops. You are not a slave to the system anymore. You choose your own destiny. These good habits that I just laid out for you, meaning gratitude journaling, meditation, exercising, if you're like me, then it is some work, like for example, recording videos, building websites, editing videos for a huge channel, trading, whatever. The possibilities are endless. Just fill out the first hour of the day with the most important, with the most mind-bogglingly hard tasks that require 100% of your mind, because your brain is the sharpest 1 hour after it wakes up. You wouldn't believe me, but there are actually people out there who wake up at 5 a.m. just for the benefit of actually having to say it as an achievement. But then, when they, for example, go out on a run and they return, they basically sleep in, they don't do anything anymore, and they wake up at like 8 a.m. and they do some other stuff. But that's not the way of how you're supposed to do it. That's literally neglecting the main point of waking up at 5 a.m. Because the main point of why you want to wake up at 5 a.m. in the first place is because you want to build up your discipline. Discipline is the skill of doing whatever you don't feel like easier, meaning that you don't feel like meditating every single day, right? I could argue that after like 500 meditation sessions that I've done over the past a year and like 4 months, I don't have to do it again. Of course, not actively, but I can still do it passively, like throughout my day. But I still do it because I know it benefits me heavily if I just sit down for 8 minutes every single day and just do it. I don't have to do gratitude journaling. I already do it enough passively, but I want those extra points. I want to keep working harder. Some could even say that I don't have to journal anymore, but I still do it because I want to. And sometimes when I don't feel like it, I still do it. You see, there's this very specific part of your brain. It's called the AMCC. It is basically located at the back of your mind. And it is this, like, a mass of, like, meat, I would say. I don't know how to describe it. But basically, the more that you do tasks that you don't feel like doing, the bigger it grows. David Goggins used to talk about this, and it is absolutely fucking real, and it is phenomenal when you exercise it like a muscle. And the point of waking up at 5 a.m. and doing the most hardest things of your entire day is that the AMCC grows like there's no tomorrow. So, like the tasks that you do, meaning meditation, journaling, gratitude journaling, whatever, exercising, they will become automatic for you, even if you don't feel like doing them whatsoever, even if they are the most hardest tasks that you basically hate at the top of your lungs and you scream at them and you basically don't want to do them, but yet you see the delayed gratification that they bring to you, and so you still do them. You will do them and you will complete them like a machine, no matter what. Because first of all, you don't feel like waking up at 5 a.m. You want to sleep in. The bed sheets, they are so warm and you just want to lay in and have like a couple of more naps with these beautiful dreams, but no, my friend. Get the fuck up and get right to work. Your day has already started, and so don't neglect it. The entire world is asleep, and you don't want to be like them, right? You don't want the shitty path of getting a useless degree that doesn't do anything for you, then going to a job for 40 years that pays you only $1,500 per month, which is peasantry in my opinion. And I won't be making that in the future. My goals are way higher. And then you will retire at like 65 with barely any kids, with a wife that doesn't love you, with no ambition, and then, after like 15 years, you will die, and no one will remember your achievements. That's terrifying, isn't it? Isn't it? So please, do everything that you don't feel like doing, because it will truly bring you so much delayed gratification in the future. You just have to have everything planned out in the day, not just your morning routine, but your midday and your nightly routine also. And last thing that I want to say, waking up at 5 a.m. and doing the shit right fucking then when you wake up and doing the hardest tasks as soon as possible, it won't just make you better at the skill of, that you're currently doing at the current tasks, but it will actually make you better at life in general. It will make you better at any realm, whether it is relationships, wealth, health, it doesn't matter. You will always destroy any kind of skill and any kind of task that you don't feel like doing, whether it is approaching that girl that you see on the street that you've been liking because she goes to this school that is besides yours, and you actually noticed and you actually learned about her that she likes Harry Potter, which is really authentic for you. So you will approach her, and who knows, maybe she's the one. You understand? The AMCC will literally make you not just a harder working person, but it will make you a happier one and a more fulfilled one as well, because it actually regulates and it is connected to the amygdala part of your brain, which is the primal side of your brain that controls your primal desires for sex, food, I don't know, drugs, whatever, you understand. So you will literally become a happier person because you will be able to resist the urges way more. Okay? So when you wake up at 5 a.m., make sure to always be mindful about this. Never forget it, and once you wake up, never go back to sleep. Always have an entire day planned ahead of you. Because don't be like me. Because I remember that the first time I woke up at 5 a.m. in September of 2023, the only thing that I had on my plan was just meditating. And then I was just sitting there for like an hour, basically waiting for my dad to wake up so that we could go to school. Yeah. If you want to join a community where we discuss our mental health and full of like-minded men who share the same values as you, the same likes and dislikes, the same goals as you, who are becoming the best version of themselves every single day to surpass you in the race of men, but at the same time, they will be like your true blood-bonded brothers with whom you can talk about any kind of topic and any kind of life story that you wish, and they will give you life advice on it, like there's no tomorrow. Then you can join our Discord clan in the description. I know that if you're watching videos like these and are willing to take action, that you have way more potential than you think you have. So please, harness it and join us on the path towards greatness. I know that you'll find your place in there, unlike with the 99% of people that don't benefit you whatsoever. But besides that, you can like the video, you can subscribe if you want, join the email list in the description, and get yourself a free ebook about mindfulness. Comment on which part of the video you liked the most, and which part of the video you will implement in your daily life. Don't forget to join the clan, you're still invited, and become a part of the family. If you want to learn about healthy mindsets that will guarantee success in the long term and in the short term by amending your mental health and bringing you on the right path, no matter what, no matter the life test, no matter the goal, then I highly suggest that you should go check out Timeless Reader's Mindset in the description. It is truly something life-changing, and you would be a fool to miss out, especially with the discount that is happening over there right now. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, No one is better at being you